Hello there YouTube. I'll be doing a quick tutorial on how to make a sample instrument in Logic. And I'll be showing you how to do that by taking the stems of Sound of My Voice by Big Chocolate that he released and sort of making my own bass line. And I'll show you an example of what you can do with a sample instrument. This is a drum and bass remix that I'm working on, and I'll show you one of the drops. Yeah.
Listen to the sound of my Listen to the sound of my Listen to the sound of my
So you get the idea. Basically, I took his bass line, I chopped it up, made a sample instrument, and then from there I sort of made my own bass line, and I changed the tempo of the song, made it a drum and bass remix rather than a dubstep remix. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do that right now. The first thing what you want to do is you want to go to Omforce Official on Facebook. You search Omforce at the top there, or you can check out the link in the description, and you go to Om Friends Only right there. Once you click that, you will see this giant sign that says Big Chocolate. You click right on that, and you'll get a, I think it's a zip file. I don't know where it is, but you get a zip file, and then you unarchive it, unzip it, and then you get this folder with a bunch of samples as follows, and the stems for Sound of My Voice, which is what we're going to be using. So that's the first thing you want to do. And then you can go ahead and open a new project. We can get rid of that. Empty project, no templates or anything. Alright, and you want to go one software instrument. That's all you need. Actually, let's start with the audio. Yeah. So you want 2 audio tracks. Click create. And then you go to your folder, and then you drag in the drums and the bass. That's all we need for now. Use existing tracks. Yes, import tempo information. And it just creates an overview of the sound, so when it plays back, the audio obviously plays back. That's what it's doing right now. So Big Chocolate makes these pretty loud, so you just want to check how loud they actually are, and then just turn the volume down accordingly. Alright, that sounds good. Alright, so that's what we need there. And so find the part that you want to chop up, and what we're going to use is this section right here. Highlight 4-bar section like that. That's what we want. And what you want to do is cut it at the beginning. You can either go escape and then press, or you can go down to the scissors tool, or you can press escape 5 and that cuts to it automatically. Escape 5 and you get your scissors tool. Or if you have the key command set up, you can just hit the # key, which I do. So cut it at the beginning, cut it at the end, and then press the M key to mute the outsides. Alright, so we can put the bass on the bottom. What we want to do is we want to cut this into 16 pieces. And to do that, you go right here to a 1/16 of the whole section. And you get your scissors tool out, so escape 5, And then to cut the whole thing into 16ths, all you have to do is press Option, and it cuts everything to an equal amount. If you were to cut it here, it would cut everything into 32nds, 64ths, the whole deal. So we have 16 pieces, I hope, right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 16. So that's pretty much what you have to do to start. That's all you have to do with the audio. And then go back to your pointer, click Escape 1. That's it. Nothing changes. It's just cut up. So now what you want to do is you want to go to your plus sign to add a new instrument, and go to Software Instrument and 1. Click Create. And then in the little sidebar here, you go down to ESX Sampler Stereo. You want to choose stereo because these bass samples have like a lot of spread on them, and they're very wide bass samples, so that's why you want to go stereo. If you go mono, then it'll just keep sort of everything equally centered, and you don't want that in this case. So here we are on the ESX Sampler instrument, and this is what it looks like by default. So you go to Edit, and this is literally the only thing you need to do. Well, there's a couple more steps, but this is the basis of making the instrument. You highlight the samples that you want, and then you just drag them over. And then you choose which note you want them to start. In this case, we'll just say C1. And then there are your samples. What you want to do, what you don't see if your window is really small like this, is that they have pitch highlighted like that. You want to uncheck that on all of them. So highlight all your samples and click pitch, because that determines, if that says that if you have the sample in 2 places, that it'll change the pitch according to the distance between those 2 samples. So if there's the same sample here on C1 and C2, the one on C2 will be an octave higher. You do not want that with bass. You could do that with drums, do some cool stuff, but you do not want that at all in this case. So there's one problem when we're playing a sample instrument, is that you'll hear that they can overlap. Let me go back a little bit. You can play 2 notes at the same time. You don't want that either. So, and make sure you have one shot selected. Make sure that doesn't loop over and over and over again. If you have one shot, you hit the note once and then it's over. So hit this caps lock key to get your little keyboard, or unless you have a MIDI keyboard, and you see voices, you go down to so that means that you can only play 1 note at a time, and that cuts off the notes. So that just prevents it from there being an overlap. Sounds pretty good. So basically what you want to do now is just create a new MIDI region and record your track, or record your notes. And just a couple things to make sure, if the volume is like that, just drag it up, make sure it's all the way at the top, because you're not going to be doing anything with velocity, I don't think. So you want the volume to be all the way at the top like that. Most of this stuff should be all set. You can clear it out if you want to, but it doesn't. None of this stuff does anything. And this only affects the samples if it's on like that. If it's off, then it doesn't do anything. Alright, that's what you're doing in the sample instrument. And if you want to save it, go to Instrument, Save As, and you can save it as whatever name you want. This one I'll save as, I'll probably delete it later because I've made my own already. Tutorial. Is my phone going off there? Tutorial bass. Alright, so we have our bass. So what you want to do is you just want to mute the track, like so. First get rid of your keyboard, mute the track, and go to the front like that. And then just press R for record, and make sure you press R first and then hit the caps lock key quickly to get your keyboard open. Alright, so that wasn't that good, and there's a little off, a little bit of silence there, but what you want to do just to fix that is select all the notes, and then go down here, and then quantize to eighth notes. So that lines everything up to the nearest eighth note, and since these samples are eighth notes, then everything sounds fine. So let's move these samples around and see what we can get. Alright, so that's pretty much it. You can do anything you want with this bass. In my case, I made a whole new genre of song when I did my remix. I did a remix at 140. I thought it was a little bit too slow, so I brought it up to some drum and bass, and I'm very close to finishing. I got a rapper named Voodoo Cat to spill some rhymes on my song, so it's sounding really good. I just need to get those files, the wave files, and then I'll drag them in and mix them into my song, and I'll be good to go. So yeah, this has been, turns out, not a very quick tutorial. I hope it helped. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions below. Thumbs up if you liked the video, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.